Hello and welcome back to Bible Wits Bible Corner. Today we're going to continue in Galatians. I'm going to read chapter 2, verses 1 through 5, starting with the English Standard Version. Then after 14 years, I went up again to Jerusalem with Barnabas, taking Titus along with me. I went up because of a revelation and set before them, though privately before those who seemed influential, the gospel that I proclaim among the Gentiles, in order to make sure I was not running or had not run in vain. But even Titus, who was with me, was not forced to be circumcised. Though he was a Greek, yet because false brothers secretly brought in, who slipped in to spy out our freedom that we have in Christ Jesus, so that they might bring us into slavery. To them we did not yield in submission even for a moment, so that the truth of the gospel might be preserved for you. All right. New Century Version. After 14 years, I went to Jerusalem again, this time with Barnabas. I also took Titus with me. I went because God showed me I should go. I met with the believers there, and in private I told their leaders the good news that I preached to the non-Jewish people. I did not want my past work and the work I am now doing to be wasted. Titus was with me, but he was not forced to be circumcised, even though he was a Greek. We talked about this problem because some false believers had come into our group secretly, and they came in like spies to overturn the freedom we have in Christ Jesus. They wanted to make us slaves, but we did not give in to those false believers for a minute. We wanted the truth of the good news to continue for you. Okay. So here we see a little bit, I guess you can say, trial and tribulation. Paul is talking about some issues that were being had. So he discussed among the leaders of that particular group as to why he was preaching to the non-Jewish people, and not only why, but he was telling them what he was teaching the non-Jewish people, which is the exact same thing he was teaching the Jewish people. He was teaching the truth of Christ. So, why do we have this little snippet of it saying that Titus was not forced to be circumcised? This is just my opinion. I could be wrong on this, but this is just my opinion. The circumcision that is being talked about here is not necessarily, I'm going to say, the same circumcision that is talked about in other areas. Now bear with me for a second, because what I'm getting at is, in this instance, the circumcision would have meant that Titus would have to follow the exact letter of the Jewish law. So he was not forced to get it, and yet he was still able to be with them. Now, again, I could be wrong on that. If I am, please tell me. We see here that Paul and Titus and Barnabas also ran into some spies, some people that wanted to try to break up the truth, so to speak. But Paul, Titus, and Barnabas would not let that happen. They never wavered from the truth, showing that the truth of Jesus is more powerful than anything else. So, I hope you find encouragement in this, and I hope you have a wonderful, God-centered day. Bye.